What's up, everybody? It's your girl Q1, and I am back with The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 10, Episode 13, Attitude with Altitude. Before I start, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video that I drop. Make sure you like the videos so I can stay in the algorithm. Y'all, shout out to all the new subscribers. Y'all, thank you. Like, I've gained about 5 in about 2 days, so I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all like my content. Yeah, so let me know what y'all think. So the episode starts with Wendy speaking at a commencement ceremony for the Washington School of Girls. Then we move over to Stacy and Arabella. They're at home cutting apples. Arabella lets her mom know that she's ambidextrous, which Stacy was like, I had no idea. So we see Kiana. She's with all of her people, her employees, her family, and she's showing off her billboard. She's like super excited. And I actually thought that her billboard was really, really cute. And I wish I was in a DMV area to get whatever services that Kiana offers. Even though she get on my nerves sometimes. I'm just saying, she looked like she's the bomb.com. Okay? So then we get to Tia and her family. Tia, her sister and kids are visiting her old house. That was the house that she's been talking about for the season. Her dad's home. She said she's always drove by, but she never stopped to kind of go in or anything like that. So Tia walks in the door and she immediately starts to cry. She tells Emily, who's now the current owner, that she has always wanted to stop by. She thought it was weird. She also said that she hasn't been in that house for 8 years and she was there with her dad. And so Emily was like, listen, you can come over anytime. She was really nice though, y'all. Like, the Emily lady was extremely nice. So her and her kids do like a recreation photo that Tia, I want to say that was Tia on the picture they took years ago with her and her dad, and her kids took the same photo, which was really, really cute. So they go upstairs, they're just looking all around the house, and she saw like what it appears to be was like inspirational cards, and a card that was flipped on the top was her dad's actual birthday. And when I see things like that, when things like that just randomly pop up, for me, I always feel like the people who have gone before us are those who are actually, just letting us know that they're still here in one way or another. Like, I believe that. I know everybody else don't, but that's what I believe. So then we get the scene with Ashley, Wendy, and Giselle. Wendy says she's hesitant on talking about her mom, and the whole situation between her mom, and her sisters. And I'm just looking like, I hope you're not finna tell these ladies this situation, but go off. So the ladies get a text. They're being invited to Monique's sip and read. Also, they talk about Angel and how she's been acting, like how she's been moping around, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, but the lady have a reason. I know y'all, we all, including myself, we've been hard on Angel, but the pile-on was ridiculous. Like, the way they treated her and Stacy was ridiculous. And a lot of us just really wanted Angel to fight back. Kind of like in a Stacy way. In a nice, cute way. You don't have to get, but let me say this. There are people who go from 1 to 100 real quick, and maybe Angel is one of those people, and that's why she's better at not saying anything. So if that's true, then I get it. So Angel's on the phone with her sister, and she tells her about them, having to move, and how Bobby was livid about it. She also tells her sister that the ladies will be joining her on the trip to Colorado. and basically they can kiss her ass as it relates to this fake eviction. I just wish that Angel would have said that to their faces, but you know what? Fine. So her sister was like, well, where is my invite? And I feel like that sister won't go on behalf of Angel so she can cuss them the hell out. All right. So then the next scene, we get to Ashley and the gang. All right. Dean is so cute. Dean is cute. Okay. And the fact that you have a whole bowl of punch and you dumping all of this liquor in that punch like that. So the party isn't just for Dean. Okay, and that's why I was like, girl, why you pouring all that liquor in this good punch? But the party was for Dean, Uncle Lump, her aunt, and her uncle. I was like, okay. It was called a 6 to 60 shindig or whatever. So then she says in her confessional how she's happy to have her family at her home because at one point the PDF file didn't want them at his house anymore because I feel like Uncle Lump used to be, let me say this without being disgusting. Uncle Lump used to get onto Michael and get in his shit. Okay? And I think Michael don't like that. I think I'm sorry, let me address him by his actual name. The PDF don't like to be challenged. And I also think that PDF is racist. But I've always thought that. Anyway, the bottom line is Michael didn't want them around. They didn't like Michael for Ashley. And now we're here. She has her own place, so now her family can come over. So Sheila, in her wig, she decided to let everybody know that her partner decided to go to treatment. Uncle Lump was like, what are we talking about? Like, at this point, nobody gives a good goddamn about your alcoholic husband. And because at the end of the day, he have you working all of them jobs. And we just don't care. Okay, it's good that he went because he needed to go. Baby, I knew his liver hate to see how would I say that? His liver would hate to see a bottle of liquor, or the liquor would hate to see his liver. I don't know, but y'all know what I meant. So the raggedy ass tent man, his name is John, and Uncle Lump was like, so what are we talking about? John getting treatment? I'm pretty sure he has done this over and over, and it hasn't worked over the years. But Sheila is proud of her bum ass partner. Okay. So I think that was Ashley's grandmother, right? She says she has always been fine with him. And y'all, if y'all was paying attention, it was the way Uncle Lump looked at her like, I know the hell you lying. Like, that's exactly how he looked at her. And my question to the mom is, you were completely okay with a man having your daughter live out homeless, like just be a bum and have your daughter bumming with him, real homeless in Tent City. You were okay with him? You like that? Like, that explains so much about you. That also explains why Ashley is willing to split her coochie and drop it for a pimp. Okay, that explains everything. Ashley said she don't want to be broke, and she found the highest bidder and had 2 babies bound. So I don't know. Sheila, I looked at Sheila, and she looked like she had been sipping on some white liquor. But you know what? I like Sheila. Sheila has been always non-problematic for me. She has always been those moms who has been non-problematic for me. Anyway, I just want to further say how much Dean looked like his daddy, but a cuter version of his daddy. And where was Dylan? Dylan, what is this Dylan? Where was Dylan? I didn't see him. Okay, the party was nice. But y'all know Ashley gonna exploit her family by any means necessary. If that means get her a storyline because she can't talk about the PDF. So then we get to this messy ass sip and read with Monique. Okay? Monique's family is there. I've never seen them before. I've watched this in season 1 and I don't think I've ever seen her family. The only people I saw was Chris, his mom, and I think his brothers or something. I don't know. Anyway, she wrote a book called Love Letter from versions of herself or myself. And it's all about her own healing journey. And I have questions, but we gonna keep the ball moving. So all the ladies arrive. We see the Tylers. If you do not know the Tylers, they are from that other show. Jamie and Arena. Okay, Arena was always my favorite. Okay, Jamie, but I like Jamie now. However, the Tylers were there. They Love and Marriage DC. Anyway, we see Angel inviting Monique on the trip to Colorado. I actually did not know Monique, Jassy, and Kiana hung out. We really could have had that instead of having Wendy, Ashley, and Giselle. Like, we could have at least had that scene. Anyway, so Monique decided she wanted to read her excerpt. That shit was long, but she said the shady parts hasn't healed yet. So she brought out her binder and she wanted the ladies to write about each person in the group. Again, very messy. So Stacy didn't want to give up her binder. Monique said to Stacy, the last time I had a table separating me from someone, it did not end well. Don't do it. So, are you sure you are healed? And ma'am, this is why the people don't like you like that. Like this stupid shit. Okay? This why these people don't like you and they don't think you healed. And quiet as it's kept, I don't all the way think you're healed, but you know, if you say you healed, honey, we gonna believe it until we see something different. So we get to Stacy's binder in Giselle's tab. It says, I know you don't trust people easily, but I hope you can do better. So Giselle was like, so I don't have nothing else? I don't have 2 pages? No, bitch, you don't. You've been hell on wheels to this lady. And Stacy is a better woman than me because I would have been smacked the dog shit out of you. Let's keep it moving. So in Giselle's binder, under Stacy's tab, she put nothing. Again. Because I'm going to tell y'all what I would have wrote on everybody's binder. Okay? So then we get to Ashley's binder, Stacy's tab. She's complicated, confused, nurturing, and fun. So we get to Wendy's binder and Kiana's tab. Wendy wrote FAKE, period. Kiana said, well, my bags are real. I was like, ooh. So Stacy asked Wendy, why do you say K was fake? I was like, that damn Stacy is messy. So Wendy said before the cameras, her and Kiana were good. And since the cameras are now rolling, all of a sudden Kiana has an issue with her. And that, my dear, is fake. Y'all ask. So Ashley wrote good things about herself, but Angel said Ashley was disappointing. She was a strong mom, resilient, and petty. Ashley wrote Angel was a catfish and she's not standing in her truth. Angel tells Ashley, if you don't think I'm standing in my truth, then rethink coming to my house. So, if it was me, for Stacy, I would put she is sweet but quirky, only based on what we see. Tia, I would put she's nice, but you gotta watch that hoe cause she messy. Okay, Giselle, girl, I would put all around tacky ass bitch. Okay, for Ashley, I would just put a slut from the 90s. Who was that? Who said that? Was it Kenya or Nene? Somebody said that, but shout out to them. Okay? Wendy, I would put, Wendy puts on a lot. She really do. Like, she really put on. Kiana, I would probably put something like, this whole thing, she bad, but she need her ass whooped. Okay? And Jossie, I would probably put life of the party. Okay? And Monique, I would probably put girl, welcome back. Anyway, so Wendy asked Angel, is Ashley still invited to Colorado? Angel was like, listen, I put a lot into this trip for people to question my motives. So why would I put time, love, and effort into those same people? So Ashley said, Giselle said Ashley is her ride or die, her bestie. Don't know when that happened, but she said if she's not invited, then you can go ahead and uninvite me. And I would have been like, invitation unsent. Okay? Angel looks at Giselle and says, okay, I hear you. And I feel like you should have pulled the Stacy and said, toodaloo, okay? Or you can rethink your visit as well. I'm just saying. So Giselle get in her confessional and say, we didn't do anything to Angel. Girl, what? So let's start with the pile on. Y'all called the lady catfish. Y'all served catfish to shade her, saying she was evicted after she explained her situation 20 times. And Kiana just sitting there like, bitch, say something. I just don't like that you're sitting next to the hoes that's, the hoes that's going in on your friend. Like, I thought you was chin checking hoes. I thought you was, because that's what you said. But whatever. So anyway, Monique says she didn't anticipate this taking a turn. Girl, yes, you did. And this was messy shit. And it could have been done on another time. But you instead decided to do it at your event. So, ma'am, again, are you really healed? So Monique was like, well, I didn't know y'all had beef. So Angel is explaining the situation, of everything that has happened. And you can hear Giselle from the other end of the table saying, who talking about me? And I was just like, Giselle, shut up. Okay. And so Ashley chimed in and she was like, when they talked about the eviction part, she was like, well, it sounds like it was an eviction. Ashley, you're not dumb. You look stupid, but you're not dumb. You know that wasn't an eviction. You was just being messy and trying to throw dirt on this lady's situation. The way she sits up there and lie, like with a straight face. She lied with a straight face. Anyway, just when I thought this review was going to be a little saved and sanctified, when the stupid ass decided to tell Angel, don't take what Ashley and Giselle say to heart. That is just shade. Bitch. Y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I just want to say this. We just going to take a little 1-2. These hoes didn't like you. They said you didn't have no substance. They said Mr. Hennessy was cheating on you, and that's why you went and got your body done. They exiled you from the group. Giselle told you when you tried to talk to her, who you talking to? Am I right or am I right? We can keep going. Karen said you didn't even fit the mold of the group. She didn't say those words, but you know what she meant. Then them hoes decided to befriend NECA to piss you off, right? All right, we're gonna keep on going. Oh, and this is my absolute favorite, y'all. This is my absolute favorite. When y'all went on y'all Miami trip And the unhoused lying felon, Mia, she threw that drink on you and she threw her purse at she hit you with her purse. And these the same hoes that didn't care how you was feeling because that one said, the one who you caping for said, I don't like you. Not only did they do that, they antagonized you after you were assaulted. And you have the audacity to tell Angel that she need to just basically sweep it under the rug and they was just being shady. No, they were being mean, just as they were being mean to you. They just stopped just last season. And the only reason y'all had to get along is because her big back, nasty ass, raggedy ass, bald head ass, stupid ass friend Robin ain't here. So Wendy has completely pissed me off this entire trip. You have some fucking nerve. This bitch, she pissed me off. I am so disappointed in Wendy, and I really ain't got nothing for her. Okay, I got a little bit, but I ain't got nothing for her. I just wanted to clear that up for everybody, just in case y'all wanted to know, why Wendy shouldn't have said that. Okay? Anywho, I just feel like Angel needs to cuss the dog shit out of these women. And you really need to cuss Tia out, because Tia was the one who gave the leg. She was the one who told Giselle. But you don't know. I don't even think she knows that yet. And again, it should be clicking. How did they know? You told Kiana, and I'm pretty sure Kiana didn't tell them. The only two people you said it to was Kiana and Angel. You're a better woman than I ever be, Angel. That's why your name is Angel. Okay? That's why your name is Angel, and my mother named me Erica Kiwan. Okay? So anyway, Stacy called Angel. Y'all, I feel like production was being messy because Stacy, why would you pick that picture that actually looked airbrushed or Snapchat filtered? That's what I feel like she did. Like, Stacy is messy, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. Not only is she a liar, she quirky, and I love Stacy, but Stacy is messy. Okay? So, this was another thing. Before that, Monique asked Ashley, hey, could you apologize or something to Angel? And I feel like if you got to tell a bitch to apologize to me, I don't want it. You can take your apology and you can shove it. Okay? You're welcome. And then this will further piss me off. Angel accepted the apology. Girl, again, you're a better woman than I ever be, because I would act like those two hoes don't even exist. Anyway, Wendy just insists on being a shady wench to Angel. Like, I don't understand it. I feel like Angel was trying to extend the olive branch to Wendy, and you're just held on being the mean girl. A slight mean girl, because now you are in good graces with these two raggedy hoes. Never forget what they did to you. If you don't remember, go ahead and get this to the 20-minute mark. I have reminded you of the things that these women have done to you. Okay? Angel tells Wendy and Stacy that they will enjoy their accommodations. She tells Wendy that, she like her as a person. And Wendy's shallow ass says, she didn't even say thank you. She said, I like me too. And said in her confessional, she don't know why Angel is, trying to shower her with love. And I was like, Wendy. And then Wendy said it was too late. I feel like I've done enough cursing in this video, so I'm gonna keep it PG for the duration of this review. Anyway, Giselle tells Jassy and that Angel was evicted. Kiana is sitting in the car. She says to Giselle, you know, she wasn't evicted. Meanwhile, now it could have been, you know, it could have been edited, but the cameras made it seem like you were laughing at Giselle while she was talking about your friend. And I didn't like that. Like, I don't like that you don't stand up for your friend, but all at the beginning of the season, you wanted Angel to just have your back. Anyway, Monique thinks Angel is stuck in the same illusion she was in while she was married to Chris. Girl, no. If they are, then that's on them. You be over here in this corner and continue to heal, because obviously you ain't finished. Okay, you still baking. Piss me off. Anyway, everybody, Giselle and Ashley are complaining. We arrived to the house. It was beautiful. And she showed everybody their living quarters. Angel decided to throw down the draw for Uno on Angel and Giselle. Everybody got a nice room, but you two raggedy bitches stay in this small room in this twin size bed. I did say I was gonna stop cursing. I'm sorry, y'all. in the car y'all rode in on, I'm leaving. They was like, "Where are you going?" I'm going to my house. I'm taking Tia and what's her name, Kiana, with me. And they was like, "You're not staying here?" No. They was like, "Why?" She was like, "Because I'm just not." Okay. So basically, Angel was like, "Here go y'all room. You gonna take your room? Don't throw a fit. Y'all can go directly to hell if y'all got anything to say. You can leave if you want. You can go to a Motel 6 where they leave the light open." Okay? And that's where the episode ended. You know? Angel, and before the episode ended, y'all, Angel told them, her and Giselle got into it behind Giselle saying she was evicted. Angel was like, "So if I'm evicted, tell me who told you that. Where did you get that from?" Giselle was like, "Well, it's not my story to tell." Well, girl, if you're not going to say it, then basically keep it on the playground. If you're not going to tell me who told you, but that's because nobody didn't tell you. The only person told you what was actually happening was Tia. And you ran with a whole nother narrative because you a snake ass hoe. Okay? Anyway, this is the end of my review. This was actually pretty good. This was really good, I must say. Angel, I'm proud of you, girl. I am proud of you. Okay, we just need you to step it up a little bit more. You doing a little bit, okay? Anyway, y'all, this is your girl Kiwan, reminding you to keep showing up, keep growing, stay true to yourself, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.